Today we are going to talk about how Netflix does digital marketing. But before we do, don't forget to subscribe, whatever channel you're coming from, if you want to grow predictably in business and in life. So let's talk about this. So the way we're going to do this is we are going to score in 5 areas. So SEO, content, general marketing, CRO, which is conversion rate optimization, and paid advertising is at the very last but not least. So there's 5 sectors we're going to score on a scale of 1 to 20. And what we're going to do is, well, let's think about Netflix first. Netflix, unlimited shows, TVs that you can access on their monthly subscription, and they're one of the biggest companies in the world, right? And they're doing really well, have exploded, and they've done a lot of impressive things from a business operations standpoint. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a look at this is Netflix's homepage, right? But we're going to take a look at their SEO first. So I am using a tool called Ahrefs. So Netflix ranks for 11.2 million keywords. Their domain rating is 91. That's scored out of 100. So it's very, very, very strong. Their Ahrefs rank is 620. That's basically the 620th largest site in Ahrefs' index. And if you tried to buy their traffic each month, you'd be paying $154 million to Google just to buy the traffic that they're getting. So they get a ton of traffic. What we want to look at here is organic traffic. Are they going up or down, or are they kind of staying the same? For the most part, I mean, they have a lot of traffic, right? So, even a tool like this probably can't pick up every single page that they have. But look at it, they're actually still going up. And they're going to continue to go up because they continue to pay for so much content. They add all these titles to their library. What would be interesting to me to kind of look at is the top pages that they rank for and looking at what those pages look like, right? So, if we take a look at 13 reasons why. Let's click on this one. This is basically like a product page. And from an SEO standpoint, they're just going to continue to create these. And this is perfect, right? This is all you need for the page itself. It gets a lot of links. And if we go back to looking at Ahrefs over here, they rank number 2 for 13 reasons why. Because their domain rating is very, very, very high. Meaning that whatever movies they tend to publish, Google might see it as, they probably see them as a movie website. The movies are going to rank hard because they're seen as an authority, right? The only thing that I would change here is if you look at this title in orange, is maybe instead of just putting numbers, maybe you actually put the slug as 13 reasons why. That's going to help make it a little stronger, right? But you can see now when people search for things like Black Mirror, which gets 726,000 searches a month, they rank number 2 for it. They get a lot of clicks. People know their brand Netflix. Their domain rating is very high, which makes it very easy for them to rank for things. So from an SEO standpoint, I mean, they have to be, close to a 20 out of 20. So I'm just going to give them a 20 out of 20 from an SEO perspective. The other thing I'll say is if we look at content, we're kind of looking at the same things. Their content is the new stuff that they're publishing, right? If we take a look at what they have going on, they don't really have a blog. And do they need a blog? Not really, because they have so much sheer content. And if you think about it, just content is literally what they have. That's got to be a 20 out of 20. That's what they're known for. You buy content from Netflix, right? And they happen to rank really well for it. So I find it hard to say anything else, other than the fact that from a website standpoint, are they missing anything from like typically what you'd see from testimonials? You could argue that they're such a big brand that you don't need testimonials for something like this because it's consumer facing, right? So same score as the SEO side of things. Now, from a general marketing perspective, if you hit the home page, unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. Again, 80 cents is spent of the dollar spent on the headline. That's pretty clear, right? Unlimited movies, TV shows, and more. Like anybody can get that. My mom can get that. You're really smart. You're for sure gonna get that. I could even get that, right? So you can watch anywhere, cancel anytime. Like that's crystal clear. Try 30 days free. Great messaging. And there's even like a progress meter here too as we go down. All of Netflix free for 30 days. Okay, that's great. And plus this is dynamic too, because today is actually today's the 26th of September, and you can see the first bill is going to come 10/26 and then 11/26. So this is dynamic with the date. So that's cool too. Like you get it, and it shows like the benefits, the features. So it's very clear. It's bold, to the point, frequently asked questions, and it handles objections pretty well. Yeah, I don't think that's anything that you can really argue with from a general marketing perspective. 18 on that one. And then from a CRO perspective, again, we're looking at the call to actions. Are they handling objections well? They don't really need, for other B2B websites, I might sometimes talk about, like, if someone's looking to buy for a company, you might need a little chat bot, you might need testimonials, you might need things like that. But they've covered everything, across the board here. And aside from, sometimes I recommend pop-ups, don't really need one here. There's a free 30-day trial right here, and like that's that, right? So CRO, let's give them an 18 out of 20, right? And then paid ads, let's take a look at their paid ads. Let's look at AdBeat over here. And so AdBeat shows that their ad spend's 20 million. Again, we'll take that with a grain of salt, but we do need to look at how they're spending in terms of their trending in terms of ad spend. And you can see they go up and down, they go up and down. But they spend the vast majority of their ad spend on Google. So 16 million of the 20 million, that's 80%, right, is being spent on Google, and they spend a lot on YouTube as well, direct buys, and then they do spend on some other channels like Amazon, but direct buys are when you go to the website and you buy directly. But yeah, this is the last 180 days. For more or less, they're kind of trending around the same. In June, they had a pretty big pop, maybe for some summer hits that were coming out. But keep in mind too, they're going pretty heavy when it comes to not just online ads, but offline ads too. And they spend in the biggest markets, so Los Angeles, New York, Chicago. Taking a look at this over here, let's hit this one, see all top ads. And you can see these are kind of short and to the point, see what's next. Okay, great, cool. They're running video ads, standard ads. What I wanna look at is how long they've been running these ads for, right? So if I go back over here, their campaigns over here. The top one over here, they've been running this ad consistently for 709 days, about 2 years, and it's been consistent. You can see it comes down a little bit, but the vast majority of the ad spend that's been detected on this tool is coming through here. And there's 90 ads in this campaign, but it's the ads that we saw. So if we hit top ads over here, we can see a lot's been spent on this 300 by 250, a lot of display ads that they're running, right? So from an advertising standpoint, I think they're pretty locked across the board. They have to be a publicly traded company. They probably got a really strong team around them. They're locked in terms of brand consistency. I would give them an 18 out of 20 because there's always more that you can do when it comes to advertising. So we have 2 20s and we have 3 18s. That adds up to 94. That is the score that we're giving them, 94 out of 100. They are pretty solid across the board. I'm just leaving them a little room to grow because there's always room to grow more, obviously. You can spend more, there's a lot of different channels that you can hit. So 94 out of 100, it's solid. Let me know in the comments if you disagree or you agree with me, or if you think I missed something, if you think I'm just crazy for scoring them this way. And if you're coming from YouTube, don't forget to check out the next video over there. And don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe because it helps us grow. And we'll see you tomorrow.